issue ug istorya sa atong palibot. Adunay nagmadaugon, adunay gidaog-daog. Matag kadaugan, adunay musyagit ug kapakyasan. Matag insidente, adunay agrabyado ug adunay akusado. Kasagaran, husgahan na kini sa publiko una pa man masangat ang kaso didto sa husgado. Sa matag issue, adunay mga taong nagpalayo. If you have quota for drug death, ano may quota nga pati?
Dili na siya tinuod. It's not the policy. We are professionals, the same way with the PNP.
Newsliners, hinumdumi, ikaw ug ako adunay katungod ug kini nakapatik sa atong batakang balaod. Sayron ta ang mga tubag sa matag issue kay ikaw ug ako apektado. We need to balance our lines, matud pa. Ug kini ang inyong madungog dinhi sa Hardline. Ako si Edith Caduaya mag-ubanta sa pagtuki sa mga issue beyond colors, beyond race, beyond the punchlines. This is Hardline. Maayong hapon, Newsliners, kani inyong programang Hardline. Karong hapon na atong bisita ang usa no sa gikahadlukan sa mga katong dili daw law abiding no. Apan palangga sa mga law abiding citizens. Kani nga agency dati, pag makadungog ka, murag hala adik ka pag makita mo sila. Pero knowing him from the ranks no, he rose from the rank with full dedication to his work. He was occupying various offices no sa Davao City Police Office until sa regional office. Then niabot sa point nga ning retire na siya, but given his track record, unsay nakakumpel no sa usa ka Antonio Ersando Rivera o Colonel Rivera nga mo join sa PDEA. Ang atong bisita karon mao ako nahisgutan si Colonel Tony Rivera sa mga nakaila og si Colonel Antonio Ersando Rivera sa iyang birth certificate, sir, no? Maayong hapon, sir. Welcome sa Newsline.
May hapon dit.
So, nag-retire na ka, but what prompted you to join government again?
Well, I retired last October 29, 2017 for almost 34 years in service sa Philippine National Police with the rank of Lieutenant Colonel no, sa karon. Then I was given the opportunity again to serve. Immediately after my retirement, I was appointed as the Regional Director of PDEA Region 11. So I grabbed the opportunity because for me, serving again in the law enforcement is marag passion na sa anak ko. No?
How's the career shift? PNP to PDEA from Boracay? Oh, speaker now.
Ang sa i-compare na to, ang PNP is more on general, no? Because one is they enforce crimes which are defined in the revised penal code and all special law, no, special law. While in PDEA we focus only on one special law, which is 9165 that refers to drug law, no, of the Philippines. Mao na ang kalahian.
Speaking of drugs law, speaking of Region 11, can you describe before our viewers what is the state of Region 11's drug industry now?
We're fighting the illegal drugs here, no.
How hard?
Makita na to sa una pa man, we fought very hard, no. That's why they failed to set foot here, especially in putting up kaning ginatawag natong mga clandestine laboratory, no. We have before pero it was dismantled. So karon ang state of kuan sa Region 11 is ang drugs diri is gikan sa neighboring provinces, no? Ginasulod diri sa ato. Right now nakita namo na ang Davao del Norte is the epicenter of drug problem na to sa Region 11. Siguro nakita na muna sa geographical location sa Davao del Norte, daghan siyang lutsanan pwede siya makalusot diri sa may Talaingod kuan, diri sa may
Talaingod
Bukidnon, no? And then we have the Butuan route. Madaom kung sa sea naman diha sa Madaom. Diri sa Davao City in particular, medyo naglisod ang pagsulod, no? Although there is nay makalusot gyud. And I can attribute that sa strict implementation of task kaning checkpoint done by our task force Davao. In fact, ang task force Davao, mga 20% siguro sa drug reduction nato diri is attributable sa ilaha.
So, before ko mapadayon, sir, this pandemic has placed everyone on standstill. Na pandemic. Kumusta ba ang mga PDEA agents? Ila ba na-infect sa COVID? Or naaba? Or nabatay losses? Or how did you do things, no? Na COVID, then there is this call.
Sa ako ang personnel, I have 8 personnel, no, who contracted the virus, and one is serious. But fortunately, wala tay kaning casualty, no? In spite of the pandemic, sige lang gihapon ta, but we always follow the protocol set by the government.
You made mention during the pandemic, no, past interviews nato, during the pandemic, paspas to, pag-lock sa mga tao, nag-spread katong ginaingon nato mga moles sa drugs. How did it, paano siya nahitabo? Unsa ba katong ning taas siya because na ang mga tao sa balay, ning taas siya because nag-loosen ang guards among sa law enforcers? How did it happen ba?
Well, may mga factors pag lockdown, before the lockdown, nakakuha pa mi og 300 grams, no? Nakakuha 2 days before the lockdown, nakakuha it came from Iligan City. Nakasulo diri na intercept nato. Then during the lockdown, we observed na daghan gihapong ligawas pero barato. So we surmise na these are the drugs, illegal drugs nga naa na diri sa sulod sa ato tapos i-dispose nila because they wanted money. Isa pa naka-lockdown survival. And then in the middle of the lockdown, nakita nila na medyo divided ang attention sa pulis ug sa PDEA, and that is why they took advantage of it, no?
Divided because nag-checkpoints na mo.
Ang pulis, ang mga frontliner, ang mga pulis sa AMUA, in spite of the pandemic, nagkaroon mi og cautious mi sa among operation. So dili kayo ingana mo cautious mi kay wala mi kabaloon sa what is the protocol para dili ta maigo, no? But when the protocol was set up, kailangan mag-ingani ta, magsulob og mga protective gears. So nagkuha na sad mi sa among operation. So nakita nato to, and this was taken advantage by these people. But then again, as what I have said, nakatabang sa ato aning checkpoint na ginahimo sa task force Davao. And then sa police, nagtuo sila nga ang police is focus more on kaning sa being a frontliner, no? Oo. But no, na wala gibayaan sa ato ang PNP ang fight against illegal drugs during the pandemic.
Are you saying na PNP, Task Force Davao, PDEA, you have a collaboration?
Correct. We have.
So, guwapo ba ang pag-strengthen sa
Yes,
force?
we have. Even the NBI. We don't have problem in as far as coordination is concerned with our law enforcement agency here sa Region 11. We have a very strong working relation with these people.
Strong coordination, collaboration, and law enforcement. That's the call of the day.
Correct.
Given that tall order from the higher headquarters, given this proliferation of drugs, and Davao del Norte as the epicenter of your area of responsibility, asa gikan ang musulod sa Davao del Norte?
Neighboring provinces or neighboring regions.
Butuan is closer to Davao del Norte.
Butuan
Lanao
is
del
not.
Sur passes through Davao del Norte.
Butuan is simply agianan, transshipment lang na siya. Dili na siya.
Let me ask you straight. Lanao del Sur o Lanao del Norte?
Yes. And Cotabato.
Cotabato.
We cannot deny that because
Statistics.
majority of arrested and majority of those who were intercepted, dito nila ginakuha ang ilahang items sa Cotabato, sa Lanao, sa Marawi.
We are not being racist here. Ha? Kay geographically, tanawon nimo sila, and tanawon nimong ethno-linguistic distribution, daghan dito og mga Muslims, daghan pud og Bisaya. Right? So, dili siya napasabot nga, kay Lanao del Sur ka, kay Lanao del Norte, kay Cotabato City ka, Muslim, dili. Because daghan pud players, no, na inyo nadakpan ng mga Bisaya.
Well, ang mga apprehension na mo is both eh. May Muslim brothers na to, then may mga Christians. May mga Christians
So,
na,
law violators doesn't speak of one tribe, one color, one race. It's about economy of the underground economy.
I agree.
Tama ba? Is it because na pandemic nagtaas sila, or is it because naanad sila, or is it because they want money the easy way?
Well, the main reason there is money. No? They want to earn. Whether we like it or not, that is the reason.
Sir, let me ask you this. Do you have quota? Pero una naman to bagon break sa atong pagbalik to bagon na ni Colonel Rivera. So, manghigala mo balik mi after sa mga pahinom. Balik din his hardline. Kauban gihapon nato si Colonel Antonio Erzando Rivera. I want to emphasize the name of the family name of your mother. Sa paghawa na mo ganiha mo gipangutana, say naabay kota ang PIDEA kung pila ka buk arestohon.
Yes, we have. That's part of our commitment sa national headquarters naman.
How many percent?
Not percent. We are
Yes.
given, we have to, example na lang nato in kaning high impact operation. What are high impact operation? Those that can attract the attention of the public. No? And one of this is dismantling of drug den. I was asked before na nganong gi-consider man ninyo den na it's just a small house.
Payag. Ganun
Payag
din.
den man na
Oo.
siya, because den as defined by the law is a place, whatever kind of place. It can be a nipa hut, a big house, a small house, for as long as there are 5 or more person grouped together and then selling drugs and using drugs in that place frequently. Mao gina ang definition sa den.
Akong klaro na mga igala, daghan mo nang utana nag-TM sa amo. Drug den, payag.
Oh,
Drug den, buslot.
correct.
Drug den, kana ba? So, ang ilang ginayong nga drug den, as long as, maski, basta naala siya atop, usa ka lugar, nga nagtapok nga 5 ka tawo, nagamit og
Frequently.
droga, illegal nga droga, no?
And they are
Nga
using-
nagsigig balik-balik, tama?
They are
Sige.
using that place frequently.
Murag ilahang balwarte.
Baluarte.
So,
oh.
that you call
Den.
den. Okay, so, klaro na sa ato. Kung naamoy kota, pila ka buo, pila ka personalities.
Not personality, but sa HIO kanang sa den, we have to dismantle this kind of
How many dens a day?
no, we are given for 6 months 20
Ooh.
drug den.
So, 20, you need to have 4 for a month.
Yes. And kaya naman, in fact surpass pa gani kami sa sa quota.
Wow. Congratulations for that. If you have quota for drug dens, ano may quota nga pat yun?
We don't engage in ginatawag nila na
Extradition?
extrajudicial, no. And sa amuan naman, when I took over here as the regional director, I think mga upat pa siguro ang namatay during operation, and it was brought about by the suspect fighting back, no?
Sir, I ask you that because kanayong sila nga naikota na sila o pila ka bukpat yun. So, if you are addressing our viewers, can you tell them, dili man tinuod ng inyong gisulting nga kung naami kota pila ka buk drug dens, naami kota pila ka bukpat yun. How do you address the grieving hearts?
Well, dili na siya tinuod, no. Actually, it's not the policy of our office, no, na magkaroon may og quota nga patyon or engage in illegal extrajudicial killing. We are professionals, the same way with the PNP. Mga professional naman kami. And we don't engage in that kind of illegal activities.
Siguro po, no, dili nimo ma-reach ka na nga estado sa imong posisyon, no? Kung tung lower ranks ka pa, you were not that cautious para i-define na imong tsapa.
Correct.
Diba? Kaya wala man siguro, tama ba? Mayroon sila nga, walang pulis o walay pulis nga musugal sa iyang tsapa o sa iyang serial number tungod lang sa usa ka kanang killing, no, nga dili unwarranted. Tama ba?
Tama. Oh.
So, from Cotabato, you have from Lanao del Sur, you have from Lanao del Norte, Davao del Norte being the epicenter. Pila na ba ka barangays ang drug cleared nga gina-consider sa PDEA sa Region 11?
We have a total of 1,162 barangays, Region 11. And total affected is 728. And so far, we have cleared 394 barangays.
Beyond half. 53. So, sobra 50%.
Region-wide na siya. And is still going. In fact, Davao City slated to, again, 4 barangays to be cleared in the months to come.
In declaring one barangay as drug cleared, what are the indicators, I mean?
Well, there are processes, no? There is a process before one is considered as cleared barangay. First, they have to activate their Barangay Anti-Drug Abuse Council. So, i-constitute na nila. They have to establish kaning ginatawag ng referral desk. And then, another one is they have the list of all their constituents who are into drugs and nag-surrender na. And then the last one is kato mga nag-surrender nila ng mga constituent should undergo the community-based rehabilitation program. So after that, tagaan na to sila og seminar, and then they have to apply for clearing of their barangay for declaring their barangay as drug cleared.
Do you give rewards sa mga barangay kapitan?
The DIL, actually that's the program.
You recommend?
DILG, yes.
Recommendatory ang PDEA.
Correct.
DILG will recognize them, will appreciate the effort. Sir, I hope you won't mind, mga anak ko. Kanadong kanang badak, kadaghanan din na sir, ang mulaglag lang daw sa ilang dating kalaban sa politika, nga ibutang, di ba? Nakadong nakana, di ba? Isahan lang ko anak ka na siya, kaya nakadaog kong anak god, no? Manang gilaglag, ibutang sa listahan sa droga. Who prepares the list sa barangay? Kinsa ang nasa droga? And who clears the barangay? O, tama mo
master's list.
Pabor.
Kuha na siya, ingani na dit. That problem existed before. When I was still in the police, in Davao City, the names of those involved ballooned. Natingal, laming ingani day kadaghan. And so, in the middle of the campaign na to against illegal drugs, nakita sa taas nga nganong ingani man ni kadaghan, so we have to validate. So during our validation, it turned out nang uban dito is double entry, and nang uban dito walay record, but
pag-initan lang
ang gihulog lang sa mga barangay functionaries. So what we did is we have to set up parameters nga sundon sa mga barangay functionaries, especially the barangay captains, no, to avoid those kalaban nila sa politika nga i-include nila dito.
Din na sa una.
Sa una, yes.
Not in your time.
There is when I was still in the police sa
pero
PNP.
sa imong kumpideya na ka,
wala. Nagkaroon na kami ng yung cleansing sa records. And until now, we are doing that. No? Kasi there are, nakita na mo, there are records, mga names dito na patay na-include lang gihapon. So, nagbalon ang number of surrenderies.
Ma-remember naman 1986, diba? Itong nanawagan si then Mayor Rodrigo Duterte. Na siya 156 ka pangalan, diba? That was June.
86?
1996.
96,
diba?
oh.
Actually, nanawagan siya nga, kaning dalan na kong listahan, mo niya ang mga listahan sa mga tao nga makatabang sa kampanya, sa gobyerno, against sa droga, di ba? So, the following day, daghan kayo ng puno ng City Hall, di ba? City Hall, there was this NARCOM, DCPO, na puno gisyog mga nanay, no, nga nagdala og mga anak, gipang sir, dili ako anak, mo ni, di ba? And there was this from bangkiruhan nga nakiusap, ba? Na, kung pwede lang sir, akong anak, di na ako ni mapanton. Pero, the day after, natingala mi nga, sir, dili man ni 156, abot man ni 300. That, mo ba na imong bot pasabot kaniya? Nga, 156 lang itong gi-anunsyo,
Pero daghan di ay.
pagkahuman, ng 156 day 1, nang gawas na. The day after, nanay mga to almost 300 nagbalon. So, posible ba nga naay wala ma-update ang listahan or naay gilaglag katong imong ginamin nga kay kalaban sila mo na ilaglag ti ka isumbong ti ka.
Well, what I'm referring to is katong gisubmit sa mga barangay captain sa AMUA and sa PNP na yung mga pangalan dito nga supposedly wala sa they don't engage in illegal drugs, but they were included in the list. And that is why karon ginakuha na namo, ginasanitize na namo. And for gisultid ako sa inyo, ang reason nila is kalaban sa politika, tapos na pag-initan lang. So they include that. Na gani isa dito na sa Turil, bedridden na, tapos na include lang gihapon sa ano. Naggawas na nga istorya diri sa Davao. Bedridden na.
So kung na ay erroneous entry of information,
That is why we have
validation.
May validation kami together with the PNP, no? And then the barangay. And dili na makalusot ang barangay officials kasi ang validation namo is discreet.
Intensive.
Discreet ang ang validation.
Sir, mangutan ako. Kung na ay erroneous entry of names, na by erroneous killings. Pero imo na to bagon sa atong pagbalik. Mahigala, balik ang hardline kuman lamang sa pipila ka mahinom. Mahigala, balik ta sa hardline. Kaganiha una ta nag-break akong gipangutana si Colonel Antonio Rivera. If na ay erroneous no nga entry sa mga pangalan, na by erroneous nga pagpatay sa mga suspect.
Well, as far as the PDEA is concerned, there's none.
Wala.
PDEA is concerned.
So, sa PDEA, kumaga, ang linis ng konsensya.
Precisely.
Ang taray! So, balik ko, pila na ba kakaso from, if you have the figure, January to March 2021? Or 2020 ang imong...
January to March 2021, we have conducted 405 operations and 515 persons arrested. So meaning 515 cases were also filed in court.
How many prospects?
Ongoing pa ang kaso.
Sa previous na mga incidents, sir, naabay kaso nga na-dismiss sa korte?
There is a Davao there is a Region 11. Yes, there is, no. But as to the percentage of dismissal, I have to see the records.
Na ko record nakita. Pwede na mo share sa ako.
Yes.
Davao City pila ang apprehension, pila ang
Davao City, ang apprehension sa Davao City is 405.
Mhm.
Ang person arrested is 515.
Mhm.
While Davao del Sur is 19 ang operation conducted, 23 persons were arrested. Davao del Norte, 120 operation conducted and person arrested is 160. Davao de Oro, 47 operation conducted and 57 person arrested. Davao Oriental, 21 and person arrested is 25. For Davao Occidental, we have 3 operations conducted and 3 person arrested.
Pansin, sir, sa record, operations is 19, you apprehended 23. Kada operation naging mga kauban.
Yes, mostly ni ani is kaning gitawag natong den, dismantling of den. And the minimum person arrested pag naka-dismantle tawag den is 5, 6, 7.
Kumanidaghan siya nag-upload sa figure. Sir, kanang ginayon nga pag-operation daw na isa ka nag-comment na nakuha og baril kay nakatay. It's about, dili ko mag-mention sa agency ha. Ning hawa na sa among balay, nagbitbit lang nagsabonera, ning tabok sa kalsada, pag abot dito sa may balon, naa na siya baril, asagi ka ng baril. Do you plant evidence?
Baril,
Mo daw ning sukol.
as what I have said, we don't engage in that. The PDEA, as far as PDEA is concerned, we don't engage in that
Lagi
kind
sila
of.
kinaingon nga, nagbitbit lang sa bonera. So, kung imong tanawon, no, this is only from January to March. And you are doing well. As far as knowing you, alam ko, takot ka sa Diyos. That's one thing, kilala kita. Ito ba yung isang guiding line ng PDEA na pwede ba matakot kayo sa Diyos? Yan ba yun?
Well, isa na, no? It's incorporated
knowing that Captain Rivera I met several years ago. Marag kada istorya nato kanang na may Ginoo. Siya ba ay mo bisandalan karon?
Si Gauto, yes, correct. The great architect of the universe.
Kung naamoy kanani nga cases, sir, pila ka book adi ang mga bata?
Sa, if I can remember it right, I don't have the records here. Ang sa 2020, we have 15 minors arrested. 15. Ang pinakabata is 13.
Unsa yung role?
Well, ang usual na nakita namo diha is these children were being used as courier, no? And then until some time gipagamit tapos nalulung na.
Mira, I want you to, this is not to prejudge other agencies, pero lately man good, like, the noodles contain shabu. The pandesal contains shabu. The rice contains shabu. Para bang, shabu is every food. So, kung sa'yo mo viewan, kanilang ka na, regardless of what agency, whose agency, what precinct, kung makita niyo ang pattern sa food na ginabutang, di ba? Ang last was noodles nga naay shabu, di ba? Second was pandesal nga naay shabu. The latest was kanon nga naay shabu. How do you, kung saan yung pag-describe ani nga mga sama na initiative ba nila or ingenuity o sa ba ni?
Well, matawag siguro na to na ingenuity nila, no? Na ang dili lang nako ma-rationalize is nganong gusto pa nila mo padala diha og shabu nga na sila sa sulod. But I look at it in a positive perspective, no? Pasalamat ta na nakita nato na the law enforcement agency concerned is very active and vigilant na tanang nagasulod dito sa ilaha, nagadalaw sa ilaha, gina-inspect nila. The same thing with the Canisa City Jail. There were several attempts na gusto nila magpasulod sa City Jail but they failed. Dinagko pa na may 50 grams na nakasulod dito. So instead of looking at it, ngayon ginagapasulod man, we have to look at it in a positive perspective. Nagpasulod, yes, there was an attempt, pero na, the vigilance, yes. Nakita na to ang sa agency. Ang ilahang dedication.
Given all this, may isa nga ka ng mga law enforcers, ipahugan, nagplant, of which i-clarify na nimo tanan. Unsa bang pinakadako nga challenge sa PDEA sa pag-implement sa anti-drugs campaign?
We are looking into other ways, no? Kasi we are more focused on supply reduction, and supply reduction entails illegal drug operation, dako priso, no? And that's why ang PDEA karon is also focused on barangay drug clearing and grassroots because illegal drugs, fight against illegal drug will start and end right at our doorstep, which is in the barangay, no? That's why we are focusing our effort there is a barangay drug clearing because that is our gauge. That is our gauge to know whether we are winning the war against or winning the battle against illegal drugs.
Sir, we are now on TV. We are now on YouTube. We are now on Facebook. If nadiha nga grupo ang mga nanay o mga anak, the 13, the vulnerable age, I mean, the age of adventuresome, no? The age of katong, life. Unsa imong masulti, sir, na nanay, mga anak, because nagsugod ta sa grassroots, no? And grassroots will emanate from the family, right? So, if they are watching you now, how do you call on them?
Well, the fight against illegal drug is not only the fight of the PDEA, the PNP, and other law enforcement agency or the LGU itself. It's a fight where we have to be where all of us will engage, especially in the family. Now, in the family, the first step there is to educate your children that these are the effects of illegal drugs. Kung ako lang pabuton, gusto na ako ipakita sa ila, this is the kind of illegal drug, shabu, kaning tabletas, marijuana, so that out of curiosity, mawala ng ilahang interest. So, isa na sa amo ang focus. Kung ang pulis na ay ginatawag na PESI ang tawag na sa MUA, information dissemination ng sa MUA. So, isa na sa amo ang focus. Educate the people, especially in the barangay level.
How do we describe now the participation of the community, given that we should everyone participate siguro kay taga Davao matatanan. So ang kadaugan ni Presidente Duterte atong 2016 is kadaugan natong mga taga Mindanao ug taga Davao. So kung if we love our president, dapat full force ta nga mo suporta sa iyang programa, right? Because we are the indicators of growth. We are the indicators of success. So unsa ba ang nahimong movement sa drugs katong gikan ni sa Davao gidala na sa tibuok Pilipinas? How do you assess the strength of Davao drugs, the regional drugs campaign as against those in the highly urbanized city of the same category sa Davao City?
Well, ang Davao City was made as the template in war against illegal drug. In fact, ang practice diri was copied by other provinces and big cities. And kita nato na dili nato masulti ang percentage of success, but we are there, no? We are winning. I can positively say that we are winning our war against illegal drugs.
And winning means you need the cooperation of all the PDEA personnel in Region 11 and its neighboring provinces.
Not only the PDEA, not only the PNP, but makita nato very positive ang response sa mga public, no, nag-report sa to. Even the barangay functionaries are now reporting to us the dismantling of den. Yan yung the dismantling of den. In fact, reports was from the barangay dahil ang sulti nila na samok na kayo.
Are you saying na taas na og trust
Correct.
ng mga tao?
Yes, that's the word. Ang trust sa law enforcement, not only for the PDEA but also with the PNP, no?
And it comes with leadership.
Siguro
They
makita
see
na to
you
na.
As katong untarnished man. As far as ako is concerned, murag dili gini siya samaran. Dili siya samaran ng official because nakita na itong pag-evolve sa usa ka Colonel Antonio Ersando Rivera kanang the honing of the PDEA director karon kanang grabe tong honesty, grabe tong dedication, grabe tong kumbaga tawagan nimo 11 na pa kung tawag pa kayo, tawagan ko 4 o'clock matagi-apon ka. So sir, human naman kag tawag sa atong community. Tagali kag 1 minute. Unsay imong advice sa mga law enforcers nga kauban nimo like the TF, Davao, the PDEA, the PNP? Unsay imong panawagan sa ila to strengthen the ranks and forge links?
Well, for not only for the PDEA but for the PNP and other law enforcement agency, we have to enhance our knowledge in the implementing 9165, no? And one of which is through training, through seminars. In fact, just recently we sponsored a seminar on how to file cases and ensure that the cases are not dismissed. We have fiscals as our resource speaker, Judge Adlawan was our resource speaker. Then there, gitudluan niya mi kung unsaon pag file sa kaso an airtight case and how to implement the 9165 in a proper way, because that is always the reasons why na dismiss ang kaso sa kortes because of technicality sa 9165. Ang gitudluan niya mi sa bahay ni ana. So I urge the PNP and the PDEA, the PDEA, the PNP and the task force Davao, no? And we are planning to conduct seminars here, and we will invite this agency.
And we're inviting you to have us on regular basis.
Correct. No problem. No?
Sir, manghigala inyong nadunggan, no? Si Colonel Antonio Erzando Rivera, ang hepe sa PDEA Region 11. Klaro sa ato nga wala sila nagaplant og ebidensya, nagaluklok og ebidensya sa ilang mga operasyon. Wala po sila kota kung pila ang patyon. Kabalo man taon sa ang balaod. Kay matod pa nila, ang Davao ug ang Region 11 mao'y lugar ug gingharian sa mga tao nga mosunod sa balaod. Apan impyerno sa mga tao nga dili mosunod sa balaod. So, it's your life, it's your call, but always remember, the law exists evenly. Walay gidapigan o wala siya gikilingan o labaw sa tanan. Ang balaod mo apply sa tanan. Ako si Edith Kaduaya, usa na pud ka episode sa atong programang Hardline ang nahuman karong adlaw. Sir, thank you very much and good afternoon.
Thank you, Det. And it's my pleasure to be here.